Hello, and welcome back to the Bay of Sins with this big empty grey window. Perfect. That's alright. We're not going to be using the window anyway. Not until later. Not until really near the end. So anyway, now that I've, sort of talked about nothing, let's continue doing that. So today we are making another one of our intro NPCs. An NPC that the player will talk to, maybe not quite upon arriving, but soon after then, you know? They'll be one of the people that you interact with to start with. Now, I have forgotten to open my little text document that tells me all the things that I've forgotten. So let me do that just now. And have it pop up there. Good. I have a little plugin that is meant to make it pop up on my other monitor, but no. Okay, good, great. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay, no one's gonna read it. I don't think anyone cares enough. Alright, here we go. Malcolm Renner. Great, what a good guy. Now let me double check that I've not misspelled his name. I've not. Excellent. Okay, perfect. Now, this is going to be a guy with some rugged good looks, so I think we're done, frankly. Let me see. Now, I think last time we went through all of these. Let's tick unique. I'm still not 100% sure what unique does, but, you know, I feel like ticking that's probably the way to go. So, I have no idea what this does, so let's play with it and see if anything changes. Apparently we can give him a larger or smaller head. Oh, are these the muscle sliders? Okay. That's good to know. Because later on I'm absolutely going to change these around for Katarina. For Malcolm though, he's a fairly average guy. What can I say? He's not overly fat, you know, he's led an active life. You know, I don't think we need to play with these too much. I don't know, maybe, I think he might be a little bit on the thin side. Just a little bit. He says changing the values without checking what that actually is doing. That's fine, you know. He's got a thin torso and his legs are fine, you know, his legs are just, they're normal. I'll change that a little bit too. I should just type in here instead of playing with the slider. Good. Alright, I think his head's still a fairly normal size, you know? I don't think that's shrunk. Okay, stats. Still multiplied by the PC level? I don't know. Action points. I'm fairly sure NPCs don't use action points for anything. I don't know why they're there, but, you know, whatever. Agility. Is Malcolm an agile guy? I don't think agility is something that Malcolm has had to deal with in his life as a caravaneer. I hope I mispronounced that. I hope that that's not how you pronounce it. So that somebody hears that, knows how it's meant to be pronounced, and then goes, shit, why didn't we pronounce it that way? Anyway. That's my secret hope. I don't think he's an especially agile guy. I think he's got a surprising amount of endurance, which, you know, is not obvious from his... I'm thinking about him in his prime, actually. I think in his prime he'd have had a lot of endurance. I think now, not so much, maybe. So I think he's got fairly low agility. I think he's got 3, actually. He's not very spry. He's a bit of an older gentleman now, you know, as you can tell from his... from nothing. You can't tell it from anything. It's okay, we'll give him white hair. The universal sign of old guy. Charisma. This is a 100. Easy. Endurance. Again, I feel like he was a hale and hearty lad in his youth. I think that's, you know, receded to the point where I think that if we were making him in his prime, we'd give him a 7. Now that he's, you know, aged a bit, I think it's gone down to a 5. I think easy living has sort of sponged his body. Yeah, sponged. Sponged his body into sort of a doughy and... I like how I'm saying these things and they don't reflect at all the values. I should be using words like atrophy instead of doughy, but you know, whatever. Health-wise, I think he's got a surprising amount of health. I think he's probably got like 120. Yeah? He says going for. I thought they started with 60 instead of 40. Not that this matters at all, but you know, whatever. So yeah, there we go, 120. Why not? Intelligence. I think that Malcolm is quite a smart guy. And I don't think he's at the point where he's going senile or anything. I think he's a seasoned guy, but not necessarily like an ancient guy. Luck, I think, is entirely average. All things considered. Perception, I think he's quite a shrewd one. Is Malcolm? I like how there's no frame of reference for anything I'm saying. I have no way of verifying or denying these claims. You know, it's just how it is. Don't worry about it. What are we giving him for strength? He's not a strong guy. I think in his youth he was strong, but like everybody else, not so much anymore. Everybody else, as in all of the characters in this. Fucking the sheriff is going to be the only one with anything higher than a 5. I think. Give him a 3 there. I don't know why I'm even bothering with these, because they're all going to be multiplied by the player's value anyway. I should probably just put 77. You know what? I do want to give him. I'm going to give him 11, which I shouldn't, but I did anyway. Realistically, I think this only affects speech checks for the player anyway, so I'm not too bothered. First class, citizen, nice. Okay. Templates. I'm fairly sure we don't need to do anything here, but you know, let's double check because it's been like a whole week since the last time I even opened the gag. Yeah, that's right. I only mod on stream apparently now. Who knew? Let's add in some Bay of Sins factions. There's only the general faction currently. For the record, though, if we had a wealthy and poor faction, which we're probably not going to, maybe we will. We'll see. He would be in the wealthy faction. He's a rich guy. Alright, relationships. This box doesn't do anything. I don't know if this box ever did anything. Keywords. That'll probably be filled in when we're doing quests. Aggression. Aggressive. Like how aggressive is like the baseline. That's, you know, if you live in the wasteland and you're sort of normal, you have an aggressive aggression. Good, great. Confidence. I think he's a cautious man. I don't think he necessarily, you know, I think he helps his friends and his allies though. Mood. I think his mood is this. I'm fairly sure that energy, mood, and morality don't do anything. That's not true. Morality, I think, depends on what he'll react to. Then again, maybe I'm wrong looking at this, but we'll just leave it at no crime, you know? Yeah, it'll be fine. Oh yes, of course. Last time somebody pointed out that there is a raider ranged and something else ranged that I've forgotten. My guess is gunner. Well, I said I was going to check on those and then I didn't. There's also alien ranged. Good. Oh dear. So we'll leave that blank for the time being just now. And I will investigate that off stream. You know, making what I said earlier about only modding on stream, the total fabrication. A total fabrication, good. Default outlet. Default outlet. Yep, good. Default outfit. Let's go make ourselves an outfit again, because apparently that's what we're doing now. I still don't like the outfit system. It just seems unnecessary to me. Welcome outfit. Capitalize that. Alright, so I don't remember anyone having like a nice suit except maybe for the mayor. Everybody gets unique clothing. Yay! If I go here and do... There we go. And again, this might be like... I think that might be too much. That looks... Oh, no, other than the pocket watch, this looks an awful lot like a school uniform. Especially with the little flower looking kind of like a badge. Anyway. I feel like a suit is a little bit too much. Oh, you know what we should give him? We should give him one of those nice... I'm talking with my hands. I'm like rubbing my chest, air rubbing my chest. Anyway, we should give him one of those nice sort of like sweater vests. I think that would work out quite well. If we can find them, which, you know. Welcome to the next hour of the stream where we just look for a sweater vest and can't remember that clothes are under armor. Armor. Good. Alright, maybe? Sweat? We wore sweater vest. This is gonna be too clean, isn't it? Because it'll have been in fucking Sanctuary. Good. Watch as I can't remember exactly how to find the actual thing. Here, it's over here. That's right. That looks perfect. That's basically what the mayor was wearing, but without the waistcoat, I think. That wasn't. That's bullshit. What's this? RR? I'm not sure what RR stands for. Covert Railroad. Okay, good. It's exactly the same. Perfect. Alright, I guess he can have a pre-war one then. That's fine. You know, Baytown is like it's a rich area. You know, they have a lot of money. They can afford to have pre-war sweater vests instead of post-war sweater vests, which I don't think are a thing. Sleep outfit. I don't want to do a sleep outfit. It just... I don't know. Just... I don't see the need. This is one that I need to come back to, isn't it? Yes. Good, okay. Well, I guess we can give him some kind of armament. Now, Malcolm sells weapons. So, maybe he's somebody with, you know, some sort of hefty armament. Or perhaps he just goes in for a dinky little pistol. I don't know why I'm saying all of this. I've already made up my mind that he has a laser gun, but, you know, whatever. Laser gun. What kind? You decide. Come to think of it, I have no idea how to give him one of these. Did he just turn black? Alright, okay. Didn't know laser guns did that. Alright. Anyway. I don't know how to make this a laser rifle, because I would like it to be a laser rifle. You probably have to... You know who we should... I was gonna say we should check, Good, I've forgotten his name. The Brotherhood of Steel Companion. I know it's not Buzz Lightyear, but there's a mod that paints his armor that way. I'm glad that I've totally forgotten who he is, because I don't like him, but why don't we check out some Brotherhood of Steel people? Because I'm sure that they will have laser rifles. If you're all having flashbacks to people in power armor, only with laser pistols, then shit. Guess I fucked up. Alright, where are you drawing your templates from? Okay. I guess combat armor semi, then. Wherever that may be. I would... That seems like it's leveled list rather than an NPC, but that doesn't make any sense. No, here it is. Okay, fine. Alright. Semi. Here we are. Oh, I thought that was still loading. Oh, the gek wasn't as shit as I was expecting. Phew. Why can I... Is this using a template as well? Of course it's using a template as well. Elcar Boss Soldier. Obviously. I don't know why you need two templates, but I'm sure there's a good reason, and I could find out if I were to spend like just 2 minutes checking. I'm not going to do that though. Instead, I'm gonna keep making them up. It was L car, wasn't it? I'm not seeing LC. It's probably because that says loot. Good. Watch as I just can't do this. If I were smart, I would see if it was still up on my my stream. I don't think I've gotten to it on my stream yet. Anyway. This does look like what I opened up at all. Watch now as I'm just totally bemused by the easiest things. Oh, did I open this up? I don't expect it to be. Did I just open this? Fuck it, I'll just open whatever and it'll work out. There we go. That's the approach to modding that you have to have. Just sort of, you know, play with things, assume it'll work out. We clearly didn't open this guy up before. Didn't see this man. This man, whose beard I am going to steal from Malcolm. Oh yes. Anyway. Let's check his inventory, since apparently he has one. This is all loot stuff. What's he getting his inventory from? Back to templates. Welcome to the most boring stream, where I just look at the same thing over and over and over again, and nothing gets done. So, sorry about that. Keyword inventory. Combat armor semi. Oh, this is a corpse. That'd be a problem. That's a corpse. Oh, well, soldier combat armor semi. Watch as I forget that. There we are. This is the one we were looking at before that also has a template for another thing. Why did I not just remember this? It's Elcar Boss Soldier, yet again. Oh no, this is from... It's fine, this is from something else entirely different. That's why we were that's why. So I was gonna look up that, yep, Alright, good. You know what? I'm gonna leave this up so that I don't forget again. Elcar Boss. Oh, that's not good. Let's go to alt. Is this a class? Really? I looked up the wrong thing. Good. Good. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Combat armor semi. Here we go. This is presumably the one. So this is a band I started listening to yesterday. Good, I don't have to keep going with that topic of conversation, because that was it, that was the whole thing. It's exhausted now. Okay. Loot? Possibly what we're looking for? This looks hopeful. LL laser gun rifle, a semi-auto. Wonderful. So how does this work then? I assume this is how the mod is assigned, but I have to admit, I don't know how. Oh well. Well, now that we know where we can get the laser guns from, that took far too long, let's go give Malcolm one. Yay! Okay. LL laser gun. What do we think LL stands for? I think it stands for leveled loot. Speaking of which... leveled item. I've already forgotten what it was. I don't know why I can't remember anything today, but if you were expecting, you know, a well-constructed, well-thought-out stream with, you know, interesting commentary and some useful information, I mean, you fucked up by choosing mine to start with. It's not a laser gun, is it? Good, good. It's fine, we'll remember for next time, you know, since I'm doing so well at remembering. Did I just close Malcolm's thing? That would be bad. No, it went behind the render window. Because of course, yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, here we go. So we could... Oh! I see. These all have keywords that tell them that correspond to one of the mods. That would be my guess. But I don't know, sure. I kind of want to give him an auto laser gun, you know? So I will. There we go, I just did it. I just did. Alright, I assume this doesn't use ammo, since the laser gun doesn't. Oh, that would be my guess. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. So let's add in a microfusion cell. Ugh. I have a bit of a cold. I'm not very happy about it. They're not called microfusion cells anymore. Is it an energy cell? What does this run on again? Is it called like an MFC cell or something though? You would think I would remember this. It's not like yesterday I could have remembered this. Tomorrow I'll probably remember this, but today, no. I don't even know where to check. If you see ammo here, feel free to comment. Is that it? That says fusion cell, which I suppose is not microfusion cell. There it is, ammo fusion cell. Little did I know that was merely an art choice. Why did they drop micro? They're called microfusion cells in New Vegas. Alright, that's... he can have 4 of those, because that will annoy someone that it's not 3 or 5. Someone will see 4 and be like, why 4? And you know, I think mission accomplished then. That's my revenge for feeling bad about forgetting all these things. Alright, character gen parts. I'm not trying to, pan here. I don't know why it's doing that. Actually, that's really bad. Let me reload this. Let's see if it there we go. Alright. Now, watch as I can't quite remember how to give him a beard. Obviously we need DLC hair. That's weird, I don't remember having any DLC loaded for this. This mod will not require DLC, don't worry about that, I don't know why that's there. It's a thing that can be fixed though. Anyway, I think we want to give him grey hair, because I'm still doing that. It keeps throwing me off. I don't expect it to happen, and now it's fucked again. Good. Excellent. Wonderful. I think the solution to this is to hit OK. Go here, and just open that up again. Hope for the best. Ugh. Why am I doing that? Why am I not just going to head? There we go. Alright, great. Pretty sure I take that. Yeah, I don't know what facial morph does, so let's just randomly start now. No. Oh, should we do silver instead of grey? I don't know why I'm asking, because to see it I'll have to put him in-game and then play with it after that. Maybe I'll do that anyway. I don't know. I suppose we'll find out. Alright, what kind of a skin tone do we want to give him? Even though apparently he's, like, caught between two anyway. Oh no, now it's all one. He has, like, a French surname. I don't know why. I think it's a stage name. I think his surname's probably something more boring. I don't know why he feels he needs a stage name, but, I mean, it's worked for him. He's amassed quite the fortune. Alright, I want to make him, like, a little bit tanned. I think he's spent a long... Actually, is Boston the kind of place you could get a tan? I have no idea. Comment and tell me, and I'll change his skin tint later. For now, we'll just leave him pale. Alright, yes, face parts. Face parts. Good. Hair. I kind of want to just leave it at that hair, but I probably shouldn't, because then people will be like, that just looks like the Vault Dweller, who is I'm pretty sure the protagonist of Fallout 1. I may have meant whatever the one in Fallout 4 is called. I'm telling you, like, any other day I would be able to name all of these things. It would be really cool. Not today, though. Alright, how are we feeling about 26? Did that change anything? Oh, do I need to update it? There we go. Wow, that looks awful. I can't think of a more terrible hairstyle. I think that beats a mullet, actually, in my opinion. That's... Wow. Sorry if you have a mullet, or this. I mean, if you like it, you know, good for you. Anyway, let's do 13. Let's not do 13. This is like a dignified aging man. He doesn't have that haircut. Come on. I'm slightly concerned that... Oh, okay, never mind. These are all 42. Anyway. Update. It just get worse. Good. Alright, 25. 25? This feels like it has to be really greasy. I don't see a way for this hair to just not be horribly greasy. I don't know. Maybe it's because now he looks like Snape. That's what I'm thinking. That 11? How do we feel about 11? Probably terrible. Maybe 11. Like 11. I'd maybe go for 11. I think 11 will work with Big Beard 14. We're not gonna use Big Beard 14. There's no way. That's a mustache. Oh, what? This is meant to be Big Beard 14. All we're getting is a mustache. Okay. I'm massively disappointed by that, frankly. Let's see what Beard 22 is. It's like, that looks more stubbly than beardy to me. I don't know. Not sure I'm feeling that. Beard 23. Perfect. Good. I want to just go with that. Yeah, good enough. Whatever. I don't care. We want to do Beard 20. I'm getting the distinct impression that that's literally not a beard at all. Like, I can see that there's no hair. What are you doing, Beard 20? What the hell? I hope you're enjoying this incredible close-up, by the way. Alright, 7. It's not a beard there. You know what? We're gonna go with Beard 23 and just call it a day. There. There's definite beard going on there, at least. Holy shit. That was a whole thing. An entire thing. It wasn't half of a thing, not 3/4 of it, an entire thing. Apparently he doesn't get eyebrows, so nice. Part of me wants to give him a scar, but there's no reason for him to have a scar, and I think that would damage the charm that he's meant to be putting out. Brows. Is this where we need to add in brows? Thick light. I think those eyebrows are reasonable enough. All the hair looks drawn on. Oh, I suppose in a sense it is. Yeah, I think this is fine. Do we want to do blemishes, maybe? Eye socket shade? Make him look really tired. Cheek creases? Pocked neck? Pocked face? Mouth blemishes? Splotches? I don't think we want to give him any of those. He's living, like, pretty comfortably, actually. I don't think he would have any of those. Alright. Welcome to the sliders, where really I'm just going to mess around with them and hope for the best. I want to give him a big chin. I have to confess, visually, I have thought basically not at all about any of my characters. All I've done is written what they're meant to be about. How they look. Which, you know, in retrospect, maybe I should have written something about that. Why did I change the X value of the chin? What was I thinking? It is rather odd. Okay. I think all the values are fucked. I think Y goes up and down. Yeah. Ah, baby chin. Welcome. There we go. That's a rather distinguished chin. And that's it. That's all I wanted to know. What else do I want to do? I feel like the nose is very distinctive, and you're gonna see the nose, and you're gonna be like, that's a default nose. So maybe we should just change that a bit. Just change it a little bit. I'm gonna give him a tiny nose. Yes, good. Looks kind of like a Roman nose to me now. I don't know. I always think of Roman noses as having a curve. Anyway. Oh, of course, this is the tip. This isn't the whole nose. The entire nose. I think that's alright. Alright, let's screw around with his mouth now. Sentences you don't want to hear in a dark alley. Do you wanna just scale that up? Scale that down? No, I think a petite mouth. A petite mouth will work for him. The Z slider doing nothing. Good. Probably because it's rotation. Just give him a sideways mouth. It would be very disorienting. I keep expecting Z to go up, and Z doesn't go up. One day I'll remember, and what a day it'll be. Everything's running away from his chin. No, it's not. That's not true. Here we go. I think we need to play with the nose bridge a bit. What of my nose is that? Let's have him having rested eyes. Forget what we were just doing. Rested. Nice. That made literally no difference, as far as I can tell. Alright, nose tip, that we're just playing with. Nose full. Excellent. Let's scale that down. Like he looks really sad now. Okay, good. This is why character generation's fun. And if you're not having fun with this, I don't know. You impossible to please, clearly. Nostrils. Don't think I want to rotate the nostrils. We want to put them down. Down nostrils. Fuck does down nostril? Anyway. Here we go. This is what we want. We want a very pushed up nose. We want the window with our character in to just disappear. Just go. Perfect. Why is everything running away from his chin? Why did I decide that? I think somewhere in my brain I heard everything's running away from his chin and my subconscious was like, yeah, I think that's fine. I don't know why the GEC has decided that this is the level of rotation that I need to work on a character. You can tell that's rotation by the figure rotating very far away. But it has, which is why this is happening. So, thanks, Bethesda, I guess. Yeah. Why not? So I guess we'll get the periodic reloads. That'll be good. Everybody likes periodic reloads. Okay. I want to give him... Actually, I think that looks alright. That looks alright. looks slightly alien to me. I feel like his eyes are too big or something. So, let's... well, we should probably work on the nose a little bit more. Keeping with what I said last time, I want to give him a very straight nose. I don't know what it is about me and straight noses, but there we are. Nose bridge, here we are. Now watch as this goes to hell. I'm glad that changing the scale of the nose bridge changes his chest's skin color and fucks up my rotation. That's, you know, that's what I expected it to do. The fuck? Alright, later I'll find out that there was a setting that I had on that doesn't affect this. Because seriously, I mean, come on. Why did I change the X position? I think as soon as this changes, it fucks my rotation. This is not as badly... Never mind. No, it's pretty bad. At least we have a visual indicator as to when everything is broken. That's nice. That's good. Alright, let me see. There we are. That looks okay. Now, because I'd like to rotate, let me reload. That looks a bit weird to me. I don't know. Maybe it's not that weird. Just leave it. It's fine. People can look a little bit weird. What else do we want to do? We want to do something with our with his eyes. With our eyes. No, scale those down just a little bit. Every time, it gets me every time. I'm never expecting it. This apparently doesn't change anything, so never mind. Is there like a whole eyes thing somewhere that I haven't seen? I keep covering my mouth, which I don't mean to do. Alright, let's scale these down a little bit. Scale them down massively. Now he looks very odd. You are an odd-looking man. Good. Those have been scaled down. Maybe we just need to move them down a little bit. With, you know, the Y coordinate. Because that's what you expect the Y coordinate to be there for. Up. Okay, how do we scroll these? By scroll, I mean scale. Good. Scale them up a little bit. Now he's reminding me of a character from Game of Thrones, and I just can't... He's reminding me of Jorah. That's who he's reminding me of. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, let's go with our Slightla. Yep. I should just give up on speaking English, you know. Anyway. Okay. Is there anything else? Preset handsome 1. Ah, if only. Okay. Yeah, alright. I think this is fine. Okay. Oh. No, don't do that. Let's go to the Bay of Sins and place down our new character. We'll put him in his shop and he will sell things to people for money. Okay. It's fine. So this is what I probably should have had open before. I was expecting that to take much longer, but it didn't, so never mind, good. Fantastic. Also, I'm glad that my two Titans are giving me 15 FPS. I shouldn't complain, really, but I'm going to anyway. I don't know, are Titans good anymore? Are they not good now? Have they been superseded by 1080s? Watch, as it turns out he doesn't... Oh, we forgot to give him an outfit. By forgot, I mean we made him an outfit and then just didn't assign it to him. Inventory. Default outfit. Malcolm. There we go, great, fantastic. It's fine, he won't look as Jura-y in-game, since he'll have white hair instead of orange. His shoes are very odd. I don't know, maybe they're not that odd. They feel odd to me. I'm gonna save just before I drop him, in case, like chairs, that crashes the gag. Why does dropping chairs crash the gag? Oh my god. Okay. Ball! No? Okay. Apparently I can't drop him. Never mind. I don't think I really need to worry. I'm pretty sure NPCs can't. I don't remember NPCs being able to jump, so that should mean that the game will just reset them down to wherever the floor is. Alright. Now he's reminding me of Harrison Ford. That's fine. I think we've, you know, fucked around with the values enough that he doesn't look like Nate. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. You tell me. Too much like Nate? Not enough like Nate? Leave a comment. Say in chat. Whatever. And then I'll play around with values more until he doesn't look like Nate. Or does look like Nate. Whatever your preference is. Alright. There are about 15 minutes left. I think closer to 20. Which is not enough time to make another character. But it might be enough time to start on one of the default characters. By default, I mean dynamic. By dynamic, I mean generic. So enjoy that. Default, dynamic, generic. That's how you remember it. You don't have to remember it. I do. Which, as we've seen, you know, from today, will just be a fucking nightmare. I don't want to get into making another unique character just now, so I think we will go and make ourselves a dock worker. Dock worker. He's rejected James Bond film. Ugh. Every time you hear ugh, means that I have phlegm somewhere. I don't like it. Oh wait, you know what? We've got these little hobo gathering spots. So let's make some. Why not? I want to put 3 here. Which, you know, there's 3 here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The other thing I'm gonna need to remember is how to assign items to factions. But that is for later. So I guess we're gonna make like 3 or 4 hobo templates. Or we could make all unique hobos. Part of me wants to make all my characters unique. But I'm not 100% sure about that. I shouldn't. I'm not going to. Nah, fuck that. It'll be fine. Persons. Look. I have no idea if hobo is an offensive word or not. Let me know if it is. There we go. I couldn't decide if I was, if I should assign a gender or not, because I can't remember. You can have it randomly determine gender, but I don't think you can, so it's a moot point anyway. There we go, that was the thought process there. And he respawns. That's right, you can't just kill them all off and then they're gone. That was dark. Alright. So, I don't even know what I'm gonna do about this guy's face. We're at many blemishes. Many blemishes. Default outfit. Are rags an outfit in this? Well, they might be. Rags. Super mutant rags. Perfect. Never mind. What do I wanna do? I wanna give him a blanket. I don't think I can though. but that would be perfect. Why am I looking at this? This isn't remotely helpful. Okay. Power armor frame, perfect. That's, yeah, every day when I see homeless people, they're in power armor. It's a cruel world. Why am I considering giving him a lab coat? I don't really know why I thought, yeah, why not? Is this like a weird jumpsuit? I'm pretty sure this is a weird jumpsuit, isn't it? Some kind of weird jump. Oh, good, that's the glove. Yeah, no, none of that. Although, are there any jumpsuits? That might work. Clothes generic jumpsuit. Maybe? What? What? Let me just randomly look for items and then scroll through a completely different list. Yeah, that's perfect. Don't the Children of Atom wear terrible clothes? Oh. I read child and in my head I was like, the only children in the game are the Children of Atom, so there we go. That works for me, but other people are gonna see that and be like, that guy's a child of Atom. Man, you know what? I'm not gonna write any dialogue for him. Maybe he was one of the Children of Atom, but I don't know. After religious infighting and heretical views on his part, he's been cast out into the Bay of Sins. There is a settlement of the Children of Atom nearby, so that's a conceivable backstory. Sure, yeah, why not? That's how it is now. I want to give him a spoon. There better be spoons in this game. Every hobo you kill will have 3 stainless steel spoons and 1 wooden spoon. It's like a secret code. You know, they meet each other for the first time, and to make sure that, you know, everything's above board, they just pull out these spoons. And if they've got 3 stainless steel spoons and a wooden spoon, they know that everything's okay. But if they pull out, like, plastic spoons, that's it. It's over. You know, the deal is a bust, and they run. You know. I don't know why I wanted to do that, but I did. Alright, the other thing that we should do is give them leveled items of some description. Some sort of leveled item. So first we should probably not type in that, we should type this in, and then this. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's in all of these. Oh, is it bullets? Bullets is, yep, good. Bullets are actually something that I don't want a lot of people to have. Let me type in perk instead, see if they're... Fortune Finder. Pretty sure that only affects boxes rather than people. So, never mind. I don't think this guy has any caps. I think he spent them. I don't know what to give him. I just don't know what to give him. Let's have a look. Container loot? Yeah. Actually, we should probably type in loot. Yes. Definitely this. Let me just double click it by accident. Basic. I don't think he's got any rare or unique alcohol. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, I think maybe he's got some food. And whatever was behind a master lock. No. None of that. Basic meds? No, that's all too valuable. Alright, I think we can leave it at that. Which is kind of tame, actually. I'd hope to give him some medics or something. But I don't want them all to have that, and I don't see... Oh, hang on, what about this? Maybe we should make our own. The thing is that I don't remember exactly how all of these things work. Oh, chance. No, it's because of chance none. Right. The problem is that these will definitely. Oh no. Apparently there is a high chance of them not being there. So what you would definitely get. That's the other thing. I don't know if I want them all to definitely have this stuff. That's something I'll consider later, off stream. Or on stream, you know, if it turns out that there's a spare, like, 15 minutes at the end of the next stream. It turns out that, you know... Yep, good. I want at some point to see subtitles of this stream, and then for, I don't know what to come up there. But that'll be good, yeah. Alright, is there anything else I need here? No, I don't think so. Okay, great, so I guess we'll screw up his face so he doesn't look like the player. I kind of want one of them to look like the player now. Just for like a really weird moment. You know, because not everybody customizes their character, right? So they'll come out, like, look at this guy, then go into third person and go, what? That'd be good. I really want to do that now. I want to do that, and then I can have this stream as evidence that it wasn't any kind of oversight or me being lazy. It was a deliberate reference. Maybe. Anyway. Right, before we do that, we should screw around with the hair. Hair male. 36. Done. Yes, perfect. He looks exactly like the player, and his backstory is that he woke up in a vault after being cryogenically frozen, and things just went downhill from there. Facial hair. He should probably also have a fair amount of facial hair. Should we give him platinum blonde? You never see homeless people with, like, blonde hair, I tend to find. I don't know. Feel free to comment, say in chat if you know of homeless people with blonde hair. I don't think I've ever seen any with blonde hair. Anyway. Deep brown. Deep brown. I'm glad that this keeps changing. It had a colander before. Alright, facial hair color. Should make this... No, it can't be black. Make it brown. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now... Big beard 03. Ah, sure, why not? Fine. You can tell I'm paying just a ton of attention. To this. Let me see now. Eyes. Hazel. I think this is added in by a mod. I shouldn't use that. That's great. Default's fine. Yeah, never mind. Whatever. It's fine. Let's give him a crooked nose. Just straight off the brow. Straight off the brow. Yep, that's that expression. Good. Perfect. That's it. That's the only change. That's fine. Large nostrils. Because sometimes you've got to nostril it up. That's a rotation slider. Good. Oh look, the outfit changed again. Now we're back to this one. I'm sure I just gave him a normal... Oh no, okay, that's why it keeps changing, sure. I didn't realize that. I thought I had given him an item rather than a leveled item. But there it is. What are we on? Morphs? Morphs. Alright, cheekbones. I think he has very high cheekbones. That's not height. Never mind. Of course, Y is height, yeah. Forgot about that. Part of me wants to just randomly slide these around. You know, not make any of them too far out, but just kind of screw with it a bit. Now I am just doing that. It's fine, he's a throwaway character that we're not really bothered about. I think that's alright. Although it will be kind of odd when 10 of them show up. I shouldn't have named this a template character, because that's not what this is. Template character would look just normal. They would just look, you know. It's not even they would look normal. You wouldn't change any of these sliders because you wouldn't be using their face. You would actually... You just leave that alone. You just leave it alone. The thing is that you'd be using their factions and their inventory and their traits. You would not be using their face. You would customize everybody else's face instead. But I guess, you know, we're not doing that with this one. Sure. I'll randomly change all of the sliders and somehow it'll be father at the end. I don't really know how that's gonna occur, but I'm calling it now. Actually, come to think of it, is his appearance based on your players' plural appearance? I think it might be, actually, so it's literally impossible for me to do that. But I'm telling you, somehow. Well, let's make this like a nice diagonal line. I don't know why I just changed the rotation of the jaw. Pretty sure that did nothing. Does he look unique yet? I hope that when Bethesda were designing characters, this is what they did, and they kept asking, does he look unique yet? To each other. You know, they had like a picture of Nate hung up. And we're like, is that it? Are we there? Nate and Nora, I suppose. Why am I doing rotation slash? What the hell am I doing? Really like that nose. The nose is doing it for me. Alright, I don't want to screw with any of this. That nose is perfect. Honestly, if this looks okay by the end, I may just do this for all my characters. Alright. Said I wasn't going to go to extremes? That was a lie. Never mind. Okay, well, I haven't been playing with the scale too much, which is a shame. I don't really want to touch the eyelids. Which, you know, you can quote me on. Just anytime. Don't really want to touch those. Alright. That guy looks reasonably unique. I think. Excellent. Alright. Okay. And that has pushed me just over an hour. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that if you did enjoy, you will come back and watch some more. I stream from Thursdays to Sundays. I have a Twitter account and a YouTube account, both of which I will post things to before I go live. So if you want to tune into these streams as they're happening, that's a way to do that. Let me think. What are we doing next time? Next time we're probably going to do the mayor or the sheriff. And if there's any extra time, we will continue to work on the homeless population, and then probably move into the generic police force and so on and so forth. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.